8 things you're doing in public that people secretly judge you for. We all have those little habits we're unaware of, that people quietly take note of when we're out and about. Yes, there are things you do in public that others secretly judge you for. The truth is, we all want to make a good impression. But sometimes, without realizing it, we do things that might not reflect on us too well. In this video, I'm going to shed some light on these subtle behaviors. 1. Constantly checking your phone. We're all guilty of this one. In the age of technology, our phones have become an extension of our bodies. But here's the thing, people notice when you're more engaged with your screen than with the world around you. It might seem harmless, but constantly checking your phone during a conversation or while in public spaces sends a subtle message. This behavior can be seen as rude and disrespectful, especially in social situations. Even if you're just waiting for an important email or updating your status, it might not look good to the people around you. So next time you feel the urge to check your phone, pause for a moment and consider if it's really necessary. 2. Speaking loudly in public spaces. It's not just annoying for those trying to enjoy their own peace and quiet, it's also seen as pretty disrespectful. Most people aren't interested in other people's loud conversations, and it's often interpreted as a lack of awareness or regard for those around you. When you're in a public space, keep your voice at a considerate volume. It's a simple change that can make a big difference in how others perceive you. 3. Littering. Even in this environmentally conscious age, littering remains a surprisingly common public behavior. Unfortunately, what might seem like a small act to you, like throwing a gum wrapper on the ground, can have a significant impact on our environment. Did you know that it takes up to 5 years for a cigarette butt to decompose? Or that plastic bags can take up to 1,000 years? Not to mention, people take note of those who litter, and it's generally not seen in a positive light. When you've got something to dispose of while you're out and about, do planet Earth, and your reputation, a favor by finding a trash bin. 4. Ignoring personal space. We all know the feeling, you're standing in a queue or sitting on public transport, and someone invades your personal space. It's uncomfortable, right? And it's something people often judge others for. Personal space is an unspoken rule, a bubble around us that we like to keep to ourselves. When someone steps into this space without invitation, it can feel intrusive and disrespectful. Being aware of other people's personal boundaries is a sign of respect. So when you're in a crowded place, try to be mindful of the space you're occupying and ensure you're not encroaching on anyone else's. 5. Being rude to service staff. How you treat those who serve you, whether it's a waiter, shop assistant, or barista, says a lot about you as a person. People often judge others based on their interactions with service staff. It's easy to forget that these are people doing their jobs, often under stressful conditions. A little patience and kindness can go a long way. When you're ordering your coffee or checking out at the store, remember to treat the person serving you with respect and courtesy. You'll leave a positive impression not just on them, but everyone else who is watching too. 6. Ignoring those in need. We've all been there, walking down a busy street, noticing someone in need, but choosing to keep walking. It's a tough situation. We might feel uncomfortable or unsure of what to do. But when we ignore those who clearly need help, it sends a message to those around us. It might seem like a small thing, but it speaks volumes about our character. When you consider stopping and offering help, whether it's giving directions to someone who's lost, helping an elderly person cross the street, or offering food to someone who's hungry, you never know what kind of difference you can make in someone's day, and how it may positively influence those around you. 7. Being constantly late. Punctuality is a virtue that's often overlooked. But believe me, people take note when you're always running late. It can reflect negatively on your character, suggesting a lack of respect for other people's time. Being late occasionally is understandable. Traffic jams, last-minute emergencies, these things happen to everyone. But if it becomes a habit, it can be seen as a lack of reliability and consideration. Try your best to be on time, or even better, a few minutes early. It's a small change that can make a big difference in how others perceive you. 8. Not listening. In our fast-paced world, the art of truly listening to others is becoming rare. But here's the deal, people notice when you don't pay attention to what they're saying. It can be interpreted as disinterest or disrespect, and it's something people secretly judge you for. We all want to feel heard and valued. So when someone is speaking, try to really listen. Put away your distractions, make eye contact, and engage with what they're saying. It shows that you value their opinion and that you respect them. And that, my friend, goes a long way in leaving a positive impression.